So, hello to all audience of Métal Zone radio show. We are at the BARBEUK Metal Festival. This is a second edition in CHAMPTOCEAUX, France, and we've got the huge pleasure to be with two members from a band coming from Germany, HIRAES. So first, thank you for taking time to answer some questions for the radio. Can you first introduce to our audience?
My name is Britta. I'm the lead singer of the band HIRAES, and I growl, shout, and scream my ass off for this band.
Hi, my name is Lukas, and I'm the main songwriter. I play guitar and spent very much time on this band.
Very, very much time. How did you find out about the festival, and how did you end up to be on the bill this year?
I have no fucking clue, man. No, well, like we have a booking agent, and he introduced us to the festival and asked if we wanted to play, and we said, yeah, that's cool. Like we have never played in France before; it's our very first time. And then we found out that we have so many French fans, and we were like, it's exciting. And so far, we love it here. Like everyone's like really nice, and I don't know, the vibe is just great, and everyone is like, yeah, we want to do this. So awesome.
So you are, yeah, at the least.
Very much.
Yeah, very much. For the people who don't know, who are not familiar with HIRAES, can you do a brief history of the genesis of the band?
Yeah, we formed in 2020, so 4 years ago. Yeah, and during the pandemic. And we are a melodic death metal band that is influenced by many different bands like Insomnium, but there's also, I don't know, like when it comes to what we're listening to, we listen to hard rock, we listen to black metal, we listen to jazz, we listen to blues. But we are playing melodic death metal in the vein of Scandinavian artists, and also have, of course, an own note in this, and that is what we're actually doing. Blast beats, melodic stuff, catchy, and that is HIRAES melodic death metal.
Cool, melodic death metal. So you release on January of this year your second album, Dormant, through label Napalm Records. Can you tell us more about it regarding the lyrical theme, the conception, the recording process, composition, etc., etc.?
Yeah, of course. So the way we write our songs is that they don't take very long to develop. So we write the songs like in a short time. So the lyrical topics usually are an excerpt from like a slice of cake in the short time period. So usually the topics are like going hand in hand. So they don't span much, but they are very dense and look from different angles. And so it was very easy to sum them up with the word dormant. And the way we look at the album title is that there is a certain resilience or inner strength within everyone, and so it lies dormant, but in a time when the shit comes down, you kind of like grow and you handle stuff and you overcome, and this is what the lyrical topics of the album are about. Yeah.
Okay. Did everybody participate in the composition? Can you tell us more about the lyrics, about the music? Is it democratic?
Like per se, it is democratic, but Lukas is our main songwriter, so it starts with him and riffs and guitars, and then he also writes down his ideas as far as drive, rhythm, beat for our drummer Matthias, and then I think it's usually like us three, like Matthias, Lukas, and me. We like kind of juggle around a little bit, and then like follow Lukas's vision, but there's always room for reorganizing the structure a little bit and playing around. Sometimes it's a dead end, and sometimes like something sparks and the song becomes something. Yeah. Okay. But I always wanted to ask you, Lukas, how do you start a riff? Like
Good question.
What makes you kick it off?
Yeah, usually I take my guitar.
It's better.
No, it's actually sometimes it also comes to my mind and I'm thinking about it, and I just take the guitar and think about it, and it's really I cannot put it into words. It's some sort of magical process to to have it in your mind and then put it into your hands and then let the energy flow, and it's really a magical situation. And when I'm at home and writing new riffs, it's just like I'm so euphoric and really I shoot voice messages to Britta like, wow, I just wrote a new song, I'm so happy about it, it's so magical, I'm so happy. And it's just like you're like on ecstasy or something like that. It's really just a wonderful feeling. And but it takes some time, and it's not that easy to describe. It's some immaterial thing to do. It's
really comes like that.
It's a flow. Yeah, it's a flow.
Yeah, it's a flow. About the band's name, HIRAES, is there a meaning behind it, or is it just a band's name?
There is a meaning behind it. I mean, when it was time we knew we would form the band, like, how do we want to call the band? Like, there were many ideas thrown around, and I think it was Oliver, our other guitarist, who came up with the Welsh word HIRAES, with the TH in the end. Yeah. And it mainly means like longing for something, and we really like the melancholic touch to it, but also that it's at the same time directed into the future, because if you're longing for something, you direct your thoughts into the future that you want something, and so we changed up the spelling a little bit to make it unique and maybe less complicated. I don't know if we managed that, because we hear so many different word creations out of the band name HIRAES, but we're really happy with the band name, and I think that this topic of longing for something in a melancholic way is also what can be found in many of Lukas' riffs. Yeah, it's a good match. Yeah,
it fits perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, Britta, you are the godmother of the second edition. The godmother. Is it the right word? Yeah?
I'm not sure. I was called ambassador before, but like godmother sounds like very heavy. Like, wow, do we have to do anything?
Ambassador. Yeah, ambassador. Yeah, you are the ambassador. Sorry, for the second edition of the BARBEUK Metal Fest. Is this a first time for you? First question. And can you explain to us how you came to be ambassador for the BARBEUK Metal Fest second edition?
To be honest, I have no idea. Like, Sip asked me via email, and so far all like I did was like giving like a heartfelt shout out to the festival. I'm not sure if there's anything that I have to do. So like I'm honored to be called like the ambassador, like I don't know. But I think in a way I think that Sip is one of the ambassadors of the festival, because he's so passionate about it. And like we met him in person this morning, and he's just like, I think he probably stepped 1 hour. He's everywhere and all about. So I mean, it's a beautiful festival that you have here, really. Yeah.
As you say, Seb is very passionate and dedicated. Yeah. You want that everything for the bands, for the people who come, that we like in the 80s, and you want to come back to the festival in the 80s and 90s. Mm-hmm. You know, this is okay. So, Seb, thank you very much for that. You are a young band, as HIRAES, but being part of the metal industries for almost 20 years, approximately. What would be your advice to young starting bands, and what is your opinion, view on the evolution of the metal music industry?
How much time do we have? Advice, I don't know. I think I was lucky when I started that there was no YouTube or much going on the internet. Simply because of the fact that I did not compare myself or my artistic vision to others before I had my own style. So it came after, and I think it's very demanding nowadays to start off, because there's so much trying to imprint on you everywhere, and there are so many great artists, and you don't see people failing. And so, like, I felt. So I'm kind of lucky that I started early. So my advice for young bands would be: put the phone down, follow your own vision, dream big, because the industry will make you small, and the bigger you dream, the better. Just follow your vision, whatever it is. Be yourself, authentic. Just go for it.
Okay, the same thing?
Yeah, just stay true to yourself. That's the most important thing. Do not follow any trends or influences or whatever. Just try to live your dream, do what you want to do, and just let the music, let the emotions flow, and just have a great time. That's the most important thing. It doesn't matter if you're the smallest band in the world or the biggest band. These categories are just crap for me. It's just the main thing is that you have fun together with your bandmates, with your friends, and just have a good time. And that's we just have a limited time to live, and just have a great time and make the most of the moment.
And I have another one, very important one. Protect your artistic time. Like, the bigger you grow as a band, the less time that you spend on band terms are put into music. So, like, you're a very exposed artist. You're very successful. You will probably only spend 5% of your time making music. So, whatever it takes, protect the time that you doing and working on your art. Seriously, write it down. Some of the hours that you spend creating reels, posts, I know it's important and you should do it, but still, like, protect your time for your art. It's so valuable, and that's the source of everything.
Okay, good advice. About the social networks, because maybe we know before. For you, does it bring more positive or negative things for a band, for bands in general? I know it's a question, a very large question, but what do you think of it?
Well, I think generally speaking, it's a very good thing because it's democratizing. So when you come from a country where you don't have good infrastructure for being a band like we have in Western Europe, so you can just go out there and promote yourself, and you put an hour work into your band and you see things happening, and you can get the attention. The downside is probably that it is all designed to suck your time. And it's just like, 2 hours went by and I'm on this toilet paper roll of reels, and I don't know, like, when
It's a flow, continual flow.
Yeah, so it's very addictive. Yeah. It's meant to be addictive. So I think it's both. I think if you manage to use it more than it uses you, then it's a very good thing. And it's also so much fun to see so many bands just thriving and being out there. And I'm so jealous in a very a positive way when I see befriended bands like doing their things out there, and I can be a part of it and see what they're doing. That's awesome. So
it could be very addictive, like cigarettes, like alcohol, like many things. So try to find a balance.
Yeah, but tell me the good thing about cigarettes. Come on, man.
Cool. So, what do you like to do next to music? Or
what I like to do, I like my job. I'm an archaeologist, and I'm writing my PhD on body modification. Okay. And I really love my job. It's really great, and I love to be a scientist, to do research, to visit conferences, and travel a bit around, and to write, to read, and to be in contact with my students. That is what I really like. But of course, the most important thing is music.
I mean, I like to ride my motorcycle. I think it's a very good way to unwind and be out. And I like to hang out with friends, just in general. Most important thing is music or band in general, not just music but band. But other than that, being outdoors also, it's good.
Okay. If we're looking back at your childhood, in which musical environment did you grow up, and does it affect, in a way, maybe, I don't know, the choice of playing the music you are playing today?
Of course. My father still listens a lot to bands like Pink Floyd, AC/DC, all those old school bands, Gary Moore, and in this environment I grew up, and I started to play guitar at an age of, I don't know, when I was in the kindergarten. It was really, really early, and was a small child, and that indirectly influenced me a lot. And I think that's the reason why I play guitar today and listen to bands that have distorted guitars and something like that. So still a big fan of AC/DC and Pink Floyd, of course, and
I do not come from a musical family at all, so no one in my family just really was into music that much. Like of course my parents listened to the radio, but they never went to concerts, and I started very late. So I think I would say in my late teens I picked up the bass, and then I picked up drums, but nothing really stuck. So I started singing in bands when I was 26, so really rather late to the party. But still, I mean, like I didn't care much. I was like, okay, I live now, I'm 26, so I just start. So yeah, so I kind of, I'm the first musical creature in my family. I have to blame my brother a little bit because he introduced me to metal. He's 10 years older than I am, so I grew up listening to AC/DC and all that kind of stuff, and I'm used to hearing heavy guitars. So he kind of saved my musical taste.
Cool. So you are playing in a few hours at the BARBEUK Metal Fest for this second edition and for the first time in France. What is the future for the band? Did you have any other shows, tour planned at the moment?
Yeah, we do. Like, we have one more show coming up in October, and then from October 31st to December 1st or something like that, we will embark on a European tour and support Dark Tranquillity, Moonspell, and Wolfheart, and we will just be on the road. And we will also come back to France. We will play in Paris, in Toulouse, in Lyon, I think, as well.
Je ne sais pas, c'est possiblement.
I think so, and this will also be like the longest continuous stretch for HIRAES being on the road, and we look forward to it for so many reasons I can't even begin to talk about. It's like it's going to be an adventure, and we're just very grateful to be offered that chance, and we will not disappoint anyone, I promise.
Okay, thank you very much. This was HIRAES, two members of HIRAES from Germany at the BARBEUK Metal Fest. We wish you a lot of good things, of course, for you, for the band, for your family. A lot of success you deserve. Don't forget to buy the album. It's important. Merchandising too. And wish you a good show for tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.